Michael Chen's hands were shaking as he stared at the DNA test results on his desk. The woman he had fallen for, the cleaner who had brought him back to life after 3 years of grief, wasn't who she claimed to be. And the truth about her connection to his dead wife was about to destroy both of them. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Because what happened between a billionaire CEO and a night shift cleaner isn't just a love story. It's a revenge plot that went terribly, beautifully wrong. I promise you will want to know what happened afterwards. Stay chill, hit that subscribe button and enjoy this story till the end. It started 6 months ago, on a Tuesday night when Michael was supposed to be at a charity gala. Instead, he sat alone in his corner office on the 42nd floor, staring at the pills in his hand. 60 of them. Enough to make sure he never woke up. His wife Emma had died 3 years ago, and he'd been dying slowly ever since, one empty day at a time. The office door opened. Michael quickly closed his fist around the pills. A woman stood in the doorway, wearing a gray cleaning uniform. She was maybe 30, with dark hair and eyes that looked too intelligent for someone pushing a mop bucket. Her name tag read Anna. "I'm sorry," she said. "I didn't know anyone was here. I can come back." "No, it's fine." Michael slipped the pills into his pocket, his heart hammering. How much had she seen? Anna stepped inside, but instead of starting to clean, she looked directly at him. "Are you okay?" "I'm fine." "You don't look fine. You look like someone who's about to do something permanent." Her voice was steady, unnervingly calm. "I've seen that look before." Michael felt exposed, caught. "I said I'm fine." "Okay." Anna started cleaning, but she kept glancing at him. Finally, she said, "My daughter tried to kill herself once." "Pills, like you're thinking about." "I found her in time, but barely." "The look on your face right now is the same look she had that day. Like you've already decided the world is better off without you." "I'm not your daughter." "No. But somebody loves you. And they'd be devastated if you did this." Anna paused at his desk, looking at the photo of Emma. "Her? She's dead." "Then live for her. Because I guarantee she didn't die hoping you'd follow her." Anna met his eyes. "My daughter died anyway. Cancer. 2 years after that suicide attempt. And every single day I have to live knowing I saved her just so she could suffer more. But you know what? She told me the day before she died that she was glad I had stopped her. That those 2 extra years, even with the pain, were worth it. Because she got to see the sunrise. Got to eat her favorite foods. Got to tell me she loved me one more time." Michael felt something crack in his chest. "Why are you telling me this?" "Because you look like you need a reason to see tomorrow's sunrise." Anna went back to cleaning. "And because nobody should die alone in an office at night. Not even CEOs." She stayed until midnight, cleaning slowly, humming quietly, filling the crushing silence with presence. When she left, Michael took the pills out of his pocket and flushed them down the bathroom sink. He didn't know why. He just knew that something about this strange woman had made him want to see one more morning. What Michael didn't know was that Anna had watched him through the security cameras for 3 weeks, studying him, learning his patterns. She knew he'd be alone that night. She knew about the pills because she'd seen him pick up the prescription that afternoon. She had timed her entrance perfectly. Because Anna Martinez wasn't really a cleaner. And she didn't have a daughter. She had a sister. A dead sister. Named Emma Chen. The second Tuesday, Michael found himself working late again. When Anna arrived, she smiled like she was surprised to see him, but Michael noticed she'd brought 2 coffees. "Thought you might want this," she said, setting one on his desk. "You knew I would be here." "Lucky guess." Anna started dusting his bookshelves. "How have you been?" "Better. I've been thinking about what you said. About your daughter." Anna's hand stilled on a book spine. "Yeah? What was her name?" "Lily." The lie came easily because Anna had practiced it 100 times. "She was 5 when she died." "I'm sorry." "Me too." Anna turned, and Michael saw real pain in her eyes. Not for a daughter, but for a sister. For Emma, who died 3 years ago while her company's experimental drug failed to save her. Emma, who'd begged Michael to get her into the trial. Emma, who'd trusted the treatment that had actually accelerated her cancer. The treatment Michael's company had covered up, paying off doctors, falsifying records, destroying evidence. Emma had been patient zero in a pharmaceutical disaster that Michael had buried to save his company's reputation and his fortune. And Anna had spent 3 years planning how to make him pay. 3 years building a fake identity, infiltrating his company, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. I hope you're enjoying every bit of the story. Now, hit the subscribe button so this story reaches more people. There's a lot to learn from this beautiful story. Just stay with me, let's dive deep. Tell me about your wife, Anna said softly. Michael's face softened. Emma. She was everything. Brave, funny, kind. She had this way of seeing the best in people. He paused. She had cancer, stage 3 as at when it was discovered. We tried everything, medication, chemotherapy, surgery. Nothing worked. That must have been hard. The hardest part was watching her trust the doctors. She really believed the experimental treatment would work. She was so hopeful. Michael's voice cracked. And then she just got worse. So much worse. By the end, the cancer had spread everywhere, including her brain and bones. The doctors said they'd never seen anything like it. Because you poisoned her, Anna thought. You and your company's greed killed my sister. But out loud, she said, I'm so sorry. That sounds awful. It was. But I had the best doctors, the best care. If anyone could have saved her, they would have. Anna wanted to scream. To tell him that Emma had called her, delirious with pain, begging for help, saying something was wrong with the treatment. Anna had driven 6 hours to the hospital only to find Emma already dead, her body ravaged by something that looked nothing like natural cancer progression. That the doctors had refused to answer questions, had rushed the cremation, had made Anna sign NDAs in exchange for a paltry settlement. That Anna had spent 2 years investigating, following money trails, hacking emails, until she'd uncovered the truth. Chen Industries had known their drug was flawed. Had known it could cause catastrophic tumor acceleration in some patients. Had given it to Emma anyway because Michael needed a success story for his investors. Instead, Anna said, you must miss her terribly. Every day. But lately. Michael looked at Anna with something fragile and hopeful in his eyes. Lately I've been thinking maybe Emma would want me to keep living. To find reasons to smile again. To be more than just a ghost haunting his own life. Maybe she would, Anna said, hating how easy the words came, how naturally the deception flowed. How Michael looked at her with growing warmth, with trust, with the beginning of something that looked dangerously like hope. Phase 1 complete. Make him trust her. Make him need her. Make him care. Then destroy him so completely he'll wish he'd taken those pills. Are you for Anna or against Anna on this mission? Subscribe and comment below, let's know why, also comment where you're watching from. Over the next month, Anna executed her plan perfectly. She learned everything about Michael. His routines, his passwords, his fears. She planted keylogger software on his computer during her cleaning. She copied files from his locked drawers. She built a case that would destroy him, his company, and everything he'd built on Emma's grave. But something unexpected happened. Something Anna didn't plan for, couldn't control, didn't want but couldn't seem to stop. Michael started opening up to her in ways that made Anna's mission complicated. I need to tell you something, Michael said one Tuesday night. The night we met, I was going to kill myself. You saved my life. Anna felt ice in her stomach. Michael. No, let me finish. I've been seeing a therapist. Working through things. And I realized I've been punishing myself for Emma's death. Like if I suffered enough, it would somehow balance the scales. But you showed me that's not what she'd want. That I can honor her memory by living, not dying. That's good, Anna managed. I'm glad you're getting help. It's because of you. You gave me a reason to try. You reminded me that there's still beauty in the world, still sunrises worth seeing, still conversations worth having, still reasons to wake up in the morning. Michael stood, moved around his desk, and before Anna could process what was happening, he took her hand. His palm was warm, slightly calloused from his weekend golf games. Anna, I know this is complicated. I'm technically your employer, your staff, there's all these rules and cultural expectations. But I can't stop thinking about you. You brought light back into my life after 3 years of darkness. And I think I'm falling in love with you. Anna should have pulled away. Should have stuck to the plan, manipulate him, gather evidence, then destroy him publicly and completely. Instead, she heard herself say, I think I'm falling for you too. And the terrifying part, the part that made her want to scream into her pillow at 3 a.m., was that it wasn't entirely a lie. She'd expected to hate Michael. To see a monster who'd killed her sister for profit. But the man she'd gotten to know over these weeks wasn't a monster. He was broken and grieving and genuine. He talked about Emma with real love, real pain that seems to physically hurt him. He blamed himself for not doing more, for not finding better doctors, for failing to save her. He didn't know he was the reason she'd died. And Anna was starting to wonder if he ever had known. That night, after Michael left office with a promise to take her to dinner that weekend, somewhere the board members won't see us, he'd said with a conspiratorial smile that made him look younger, less burdened, Anna broke into Michael's private server. She needed proof, something that directly tied Michael to the cover-up. Something that would silence the treacherous voice in her head that was starting to wonder if she was destroying an innocent man. And she found it. Email chains between Michael and his head of research, Dr. Stevens. But the emails didn't say what Anna expected. Michael, I'm worried about the trial results. Patient 0 is showing unusual tumor acceleration. We need to pause and investigate. Dr. Stevens. Emma is responding to treatment. Her doctors are optimistic. Continue as planned. Michael Chen. The doctors are wrong. I've reviewed her scans. The drug is causing the acceleration. We need to pull her immediately. Dr. Stevens. You're overreacting. Emma trusts this treatment. I won't take hope away from her based on speculation. Michael Chen. This isn't speculation. The data is clear. If we don't stop now, she'll die. And it will be on us. Dr. Stevens. Then make sure the data shows what it needs to show. Emma stays in the trial. That's final. Michael Chen. Anna sat back, her hands shaking. There it was. Proof that Michael had known. That he'd ordered the data falsified. That he'd killed Emma to save his company's investment. But there was more. Another email, sent 2 days before Emma died. Michael, I can't do this anymore. I falsified the reports like you asked, but Emma is dying because of it. I'm going to the FDA. I'm shutting down the trial. I'm sorry. Dr. Stevens. Michael's response, sent at 2 a.m., if you do this, I'll make sure you never work in medicine again. I'll destroy you. And for what? Emma is going to die anyway. The cancer has progressed too far. At least this way her death means something. It funds research that could save thousands. Don't throw that away for guilt. Anna felt sick. Michael had known Emma was dying. Had kept her in the trial anyway. Had threatened the one person trying to save her. This was the man she was falling for? But then Anna found one more email. This one was sent the morning after Emma died. Dr. Stevens, I've reviewed Emma's autopsy results. You were right. The drug killed her. I killed her. I was so focused on success, on investor returns, on proving I was right that I couldn't see what was happening. My wife trusted me, and I murdered her. I'm shutting down the trial. I'm burying the research. And I'm going to spend the rest of my life making sure no one else dies because of my ambition. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wish I'd listened to you. I wish I'd chosen her over everything else. But I didn't, and now she's gone, and I have to live with that. Michael Chin. Anna read it 3 times. Michael had known. But he'd only realized the truth after Emma died. He'd spent 3 years punishing himself, building a fortune he didn't enjoy, living in grief he thought he deserved. He was guilty. But he was also destroyed by what he'd done. Anna closed the laptop, her carefully constructed revenge plan crumbling. What was she supposed to do now? Expose Michael and destroy a man who was already destroyed? A man who'd genuinely changed, who was trying to be better. Or let him go, and betray Emma's memory? She didn't know. So she did the worst possible thing. She kept going, falling deeper into Michael's life while planning his destruction. The 4th month, Michael's VP Claire Morrison started asking questions. Claire had been angling for Michael's attention for years, and she didn't like this cleaner stealing her future. There's something off about Anna Martinez, Claire told Michael one afternoon. I looked into her background. It's too clean. Like it's been scrubbed. People are entitled to privacy, Michael said coolly. Not when they're getting close to a CEO worth $200 million. Claire dropped a folder on his desk. I hired a PI. Anna Martinez didn't exist 7 years ago. No birth certificate, no school records, nothing. She appeared out of nowhere with a fake identity. Michael's stomach dropped. What are you suggesting? I'm suggesting she's running a con. Maybe blackmail, maybe romance fraud. Rich lonely widower? She's playing you. Claire leaned forward. Let me dig deeper. Let me find out who she really is before she destroys you. No. I'll handle it. Michael. I said no. Drop it, Claire. That's an order. But Michael couldn't drop it. That night, he hired his own investigator. And within 48 hours, he had the truth. Anna Martinez was really Anna Reeves. Emma's younger sister. The sister Emma had mentioned occasionally but who'd never come to visit during her illness. The sister who'd been estranged from Emma for reasons Emma never explained. Michael sat in his office, the report in front of him, and felt his world collapse. Anna wasn't falling for him. She was investigating him. Probably planning to expose him, destroy him, make him pay for Emma's death. And the worst part? He deserved it. The question was, what was he going to do about it? Tuesday night arrived. Anna showed up as usual, 2 coffees in hand, a smile on her face. Michael watched her, seeing everything differently now. The way she asked careful questions. The way she studied his reactions. The way she'd positioned herself perfectly in his life. Anna, we need to talk, Michael said. Something flickered in her eyes. Fear? Okay. I know who you are. Anna Reeves. Emma's sister. Anna went perfectly still. Then, slowly, she set down the coffees. How long have you known? 2 days. How long were you planning to keep lying? As long as it took to destroy you. Anna's voice was cold now, the warmth gone. You killed my sister, Michael. You knew the drug was killing her and you kept her in the trial anyway. You murdered her for money. I know. You know? Anna laughed bitterly. That's it? You know? Emma died in agony. She called me, begging for help, saying something was wrong. And I couldn't help her because you'd convinced her the treatment was working. She trusted you. And you killed her. I didn't know until after. Michael's voice broke. I swear, Anna. I didn't realize what was happening until the autopsy. I was arrogant and stupid and so focused on success that I ignored the warning signs. But I didn't know I was killing her. Not until it was too late. That doesn't make it better. That makes it worse. You killed her through negligence and greed. I know. I've known for 3 years. That's why I wanted to die. That's why I had those pills that first night. Michael looked at her. Did you plan that too? Did you know about the pills? Yes. I've been watching you for months. Learning everything about you. waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Anna's hands were shaking. I was going to expose you. Ruin you. Make you lose everything like Emma lost everything, her life, her hope, her future. Do it. I won't fight you. I deserve it. Don't. Anna's voice cracked. Don't make this easy. Don't be understanding. I need you to be the monster I thought you were. Why? Because I'm falling in love with you. Anna shouted. Because somewhere in the last 4 months, I stopped seeing my sister's killer and started seeing a broken man who's trying to be better. And I hate it. I hate that I care about you. I hate that when you said you were falling for me, I wanted it to be real. I hate that I'm betraying Emma by not destroying you. Michael stood, moving around the desk. Anna. Don't touch me. Don't come near me. Tears streamed down Anna's face. I came here to ruin you. To make you suffer. But instead, you made me hope. You made me feel things I swore I'd never feel for you. And now I don't know what to do because I love Emma and I love you and those two things can't exist together. What if they can? Michael said quietly. What if Emma would want you to be happy? What if she'd want both of us to heal instead of destroying each other in her name? You don't get to use Emma to justify this. I'm not. I'm saying that we're both victims of my mistakes. You lost your sister. I lost my wife. We're both drowning in grief and guilt. And somehow, we found each other. That's not an accident, Anna. That means something. It means I'm a terrible sister. It means you're human. It means you're capable of forgiveness, even when someone doesn't deserve it. Michael stopped a few feet away from her. I won't ask you to forget what I did. I won't ask you to excuse it. But I'm asking if we can find a way to move forward. Together. To honor Emma by living the way she'd want us to live, not in hatred and revenge, but in purpose and healing. Anna shook her head, her whole body trembling. I can't. I can't betray her like that. Then do what you came to do. Expose me. Destroy me. I won't stop you. Michael opened his desk drawer and pulled out a folder. Here. Every email, every document, every piece of evidence you need to prove what I did. I've already prepared a full confession. All you have to do is take it to the media. Anna stared at the folder. This was it. Everything she'd wanted for 3 years, everything she had faked and lied for. Michael's destruction was handed to her on a silver platter. She reached for it. Her fingers touched the folder. And then she couldn't do it. I can't, Anna whispered. I hate you. I hate what you did. But I can't destroy you because destroying you won't bring Emma back. It won't make anything better. It'll just create more pain, more brokenness in a world that already has too much. So what do we do? I don't know. Anna looked at him, tears streaming. I don't know how to love my sister's killer. I don't know how to forgive you. I don't know how to forgive myself for wanting to. Then we figure it out together. One day at a time. They stood there in the office, two people connected by love and death and impossible choices. Neither moved. Neither spoke. Both drowning in the weight of what they'd learned about each other. Who do you support in this scenario? What is your opinion? Subscribe and drop a comment, let's know. And then Claire Morrison made her move. She'd been listening outside the office, recording everything on her phone. And now she had ammunition to destroy them both. The next morning, Claire called an emergency board meeting. Michael and Anna were both summoned. When they arrived, the entire board of directors sat around the conference table, faces grim. Michael, the chairman said. We've received some disturbing information. Is it true that you knowingly kept your wife in a drug trial that was killing her? That you falsified data to cover it up? Michael looked at Claire, who smiled triumphantly. Then he looked at Anna, whose face had gone pale. Yes, Michael said. It's true. All of it. The room erupted. Board members shouting, demanding explanations, calling for his immediate resignation. Michael sat calmly through it all, accepting every accusation. There's more, Claire said loudly. Anna Martinez is really Anna Reeves, Emma Chen's sister. She's been conducting corporate espionage for months, using fake identity and her romantic relationship with Michael to gather information for a lawsuit. Now everyone turned to Anna. Is this true? The chairman demanded. Anna looked at Michael. He gave the slightest nod, telling her it was okay. That he wouldn't stop her from telling the truth. Yes, Anna said. I came here to destroy Michael. To expose what he did and make him pay for my sister's death. I used a false identity. I planted keyloggers on his computer. I copied confidential files. I manipulated him into trusting me so I could ruin him. But you didn't, Michael said softly. No, Anna agreed. I didn't. Why not? Claire demanded, looking between them with something like disgust. You had everything you needed. Why protect him? Because revenge doesn't bring back the dead, Anna said. And because Michael has been punishing himself more than I ever could. He spent 3 years drowning in guilt, wishing he died instead of Emma. Destroying him now wouldn't be justice. It would just be cruelty for the sake of it. That's not your decision to make, the chairman said. This company has massive liability exposure. Emma's death could cost us millions in lawsuits. And you've both compromised our security. Then fire me, Michael said. Prosecute me if you want. But leave Anna out of it. She was trying to get justice for her sister. I'm the one who committed crimes. We can't just. Yes, you can. Michael stood. I'm resigning as the CEO effective immediately. I'm turning over all my shares to a trust that will compensate families affected by faulty drug trials. I'm releasing every document related to Emma's case. And I'm accepting full responsibility for what happened. Michael, no. Anna grabbed his arm. Don't do this. I have to. It's the only right thing left. Michael turned to her. For what it's worth, knowing you was worth everything that comes next. You saved my life that first night. You made me want to be better. You showed me what genuine courage looks like. Thank you. You can't just give up. I'm not giving up. I'm finally facing what I did. Michael smiled sadly. Emma would be proud of you for standing up for her. I'm proud of you too. Security escorted them both out. Within hours, the story broke. Michael Chen admits to covering up a fatal drug trial. CEO resigns in disgrace. Corporate espionage romance exposed. The media circus was brutal. Michael's reputation was destroyed. His wealth evaporated in lawsuits and settlements. Anna was dragged through the mud as both victim and villain, the grieving sister who'd used romance to seek revenge. For a month, they didn't speak. Anna went back to her tiny apartment, unemployed and infamous. Michael moved into a modest rental, stripped of everything he'd built. And both of them felt more lost than ever. Then, on a Tuesday night, Anna got a knock on her door. It was Michael, holding 2 coffees and a folder. Can I come in? He asked. Anna stepped aside. They sat at her tiny kitchen table, the silence heavy between them. I've been working on something, Michael said, sliding the folder across. It's a foundation. In Emma's name. To help families navigate drug trials, to advocate for patient rights, to make sure what happened to her never happens to anyone else. I want you to run it. Michael. I know you hate me. I know we can never be what we started to become. But Emma loved you. And she'd want something good to come from her death. Let me do this. Let me give you the resources to help people the way we couldn't help her. Anna opened the folder. Inside was a complete business plan, funding commitments, and legal documents. Everything needed to launch a major nonprofit. Where did you get the money for this? She asked. Sold my car, my watch, everything I had left. Got some donors to match it. It's not much, but it's a start. Why would you do this? Michael met her eyes. Because I love you. And because even if we can't be together, I want you to have the life Emma would have wanted for you. A life with purpose. A life that matters. Anna felt tears spilling over. I don't know how to do this. How to move forward when everything is so complicated. One day at a time. Like we said. Michael stood. I'm not asking you to forgive me. I'm not asking for another chance. I'm just asking you to let me help make something good from something terrible. He left before Anna could respond. For 2 weeks, Anna stared at the folder. Then, finally, she called him. Okay, she said when he answered. Let's build the foundation. For Emma. For Emma, Michael agreed. They worked together over the next 6 months, slowly rebuilding trust. Not as lovers, but as partners with a shared mission. The Emma Chen Foundation launched with a gala that raised $2 million. Dozens of families got access to advocates who could navigate complex medical systems. New regulations were proposed to increase transparency in drug trials. Something good was growing from the ashes of tragedy. And slowly, impossibly, Anna and Michael grew closer again. Not the way they had before, when everything was based on lies. But something more honest. More real. 1 year after the scandal, they stood together at Emma's grave on the anniversary of her death. I don't know if you'd forgive me, Anna said to the headstone. I don't know if loving him means betraying you. But Emma, you were always the one who believed people could change. You were always the one who saw potential in broken things. So I'm going to try. I'm going to try to honor you by living, not by holding on to hate. Michael placed flowers on the grave. I failed you, Emma. Every day I live with that. But I'm trying to be the man you thought I was. The man who deserved you. I'll never get there, but I'll keep trying. Because of Anna. Because she shows me what redemption looks like. They stood in silence, 2 people learning to carry their grief together. Do you think she'd want us to be happy? Anna asked. I think Emma would want you to have everything you deserve, Michael said. And I think I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to deserve you. Anna took his hand. I don't know if this is right. I don't know if we can build something real on such a broken foundation. Neither do I. But I'd like to try. So would I. They walked away from the grave hand in hand, 2 broken people who destroyed each other and somehow found healing in the ruins. It wasn't a fairy tale. It wasn't perfect. But it was honest and hard and real. 2 years later, the Emma Chen Foundation had helped over 500 families. Anna ran it with fierce dedication, becoming a nationally recognized advocate for patient rights. Michael worked as a consultant, helping nonprofits build sustainable business models. They lived modestly, gave generously, and slowly built a life that honored Emma's memory. They never married. That felt like too much, too presumptuous. But they loved each other in the quiet way of people who'd seen the worst of each other and chosen to stay anyway. On Tuesdays, they still met for coffee. And sometimes Anna would fold an origami crane and leave it on Michael's desk, a reminder that broken things could still be beautiful if you handled them with care. The story of the CEO and the cleaner became an urban legend. Some versions painted them as villains, others as victims. But the truth was more complicated than any headline could capture. Michael Chen had killed his wife through arrogance and ambition. Anna Reeves had sought revenge disguised as love. Both had committed sins. Both had suffered. Both had chosen, in the end, to create life from death. And if Emma's spirit watched from somewhere beyond, perhaps she saw what her death had created. Not just a foundation with her name, but 2 people who'd learned that redemption isn't about erasing the past. It's about facing it, accepting it, and choosing to build something better in spite of it. Love doesn't conquer all. Sometimes it just helps you survive. And sometimes, that's enough. Before we go, if this story made you think about second chances, about the complexity of forgiveness, about how we judge people versus understanding them, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment about whether Anna should have forgiven Michael or if some betrayals are unforgivable. And smash that like button, subscribe and comment so more people can find stories that challenge what we think we know about love, revenge, and redemption. Because the truth is, we're all more complicated than heroes or villains. We're all capable of terrible mistakes and beautiful transformations. And sometimes the people who hurt us most are the ones who can help us heal, if we're brave enough to let them. Michael Chen was worth $200 million. The woman who changed his life forever destroyed him. And what happened next shocked everyone, including them. Because sometimes justice isn't about punishment. Sometimes it's about the truth. And sometimes, just sometimes, it's about building something better from the wreckage of what we've destroyed. Do well to subscribe for more interesting and beautiful stories. Thank you.